Very excited to meet you, man. You've been in the game for a very long time, and you've seen the evolution of Black narrative in film and television for decades. What's been the biggest benefit to the Black narrative in film and television, in your opinion, since you've watched it? And do you think this movie adds to that?
First of all, yes. I think any movie that's written, directed, produced, and shot on a studio owned by a Black man definitely moves the needle. I definitely think it helps the narrative. I've seen more and more independent projects. I've seen more and more young directors, writers picking up a camera and shooting their shot. And I think that's the biggest difference. When I started as a kid actor, it was all about studio films. And if you didn't get that studio money, you weren't gonna get your project made. I think now to see with the likes of Spike Lee, I think was the first time I remember seeing an independent film as a young child. And I look at all the independent filmmakers. Hell, Mr. Perry was an independent filmmaker turned, major motion picture, filmmaker. So I think it's changed. It's changed for the better. And I think for men like, Tyler Perry, for men like Spike Lee and all the other countless independent filmmakers that have made great films, I think it opens the door for that next generation of young independent filmmakers. I ain't even gonna say young. You ain't got to be young. You just got to have a script.
So recently, Anthony Mackie was in the press, and he said that we're lying to our kids when we say success comes just from work.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
Oh, that's a hot one.
That's the last.
I get what Anthony is saying. I'm not gonna disagree with him. Anthony was dropping a lot of jewels in that podcast. I believe it was a podcast. I'm not gonna lie to him. At the end of the day, you can work your ass off and still not get the breaks. He was right. When he looked at them players and said, if you don't get tapped, you don't get tapped, and he don't get tapped, it doesn't happen. They got tapped. I hope my kids get tapped. You know what I'm saying?
You